Day 1. I need to hit the books. Midterms are just around the corner, and I haven't started studying yet. I need to hit the books right now because time is running out. If I fail this class, I will have to retake it next year. I can't let that happen. The library is probably full, so I will study at my desk. Focus on the lecture notes first. Put the phone away and concentrate. Am I doing my best for my future career? Yes, but I need to push harder. I have the potential to get an A. Stop procrastinating and open the textbook. I can do this if I just put my mind to it. Let's start with Chapter 1. Day 2. I have a lot on my plate. This semester is overwhelming. I have 2 assignments due tomorrow, and I also need to prepare for a group presentation. I have a lot on my plate right now. Sometimes I feel like giving up because everything is happening at once. But if I manage my time well, I can handle it. I need to break down my tasks into smaller pieces. Make a to-do list and start with the most urgent one. Don't look at social media. Am I taking on too much responsibility this semester? Maybe, but this will make me stronger. Take a deep breath and start typing. I am capable of overcoming this busy week. Let's get to work. Day 3. I need to step out of my comfort zone. I saw a poster for a public speaking club today. I always get nervous when I speak in front of people, but I need to step out of my comfort zone if I want to grow. Staying in my room is easy, but it won't help me improve. I should join the club because it is a safe place to practice. Don't let fear control your college life. Just fill out the application and submit it. Why am I always so afraid of making mistakes? Mistakes are just part of the learning process. I need to be braver. I will go to their first meeting this Friday. I am ready for a new challenge. Day 4. I shouldn't beat myself up. I got my test score back today, and it was lower than I expected. I feel really disappointed because I studied hard for it. However, I shouldn't beat myself up over one bad grade. It is not the end of the world. If I figure out what I did wrong, I can do better next time. I need to go to the professor's office hours and ask for feedback. Stop crying over spilled milk and look forward. Is this single test going to define my entire future? No, absolutely not. I am more than just a number on a paper. I will shake this off and focus on the final exam. I can bounce back. Day 5. I'm running on fumes. It has been a crazy week. I stayed up late every night to finish my projects, and now I'm running on fumes. My body is exhausted, and I can barely keep my eyes open in class. If I don't get some rest, I might get sick. Health is the most important thing. I need to skip the club party tonight and just go straight to bed. Go home, take a warm shower, and sleep. Why do I always push myself to the absolute limit? I need to learn how to balance my schedule better. Today, I will prioritize my physical health. I will sleep for 10 hours and wake up fresh tomorrow. Day 6. I need to clear my head. My mind is so messy right now. There are too many thoughts about my career, relationships, and grades. I need to clear my head before I completely burn out. Staring at the screen is not helping me anymore. I will put on my running shoes and go for a jog around the campus. The fresh air will help me feel better. Stop overthinking every little detail and just breathe. Am I spending too much time worrying about things I cannot control? Yes, I need to let it go. A quick workout will release all this negative energy. I am going to leave my phone on the desk and just run. I need this break. Day 7. I am completely broke. I checked my bank account this morning and I was shocked. I spent too much money on eating out and buying clothes this month. Now I am completely broke. If I don't change my spending habits, I won't be able to pay my phone bill. I need to start cooking at home instead of ordering food. Stop buying unnecessary things online. Delete those shopping apps right now. Am I trying to buy happiness with money? I need to find joy in free things like reading or walking. I will create a strict budget for the rest of the month and stick to it. I can be smart with my finances. Day 8. I need to catch up on my sleep. The weekend is finally here. I have been waking up at 6 a.m. every day for my morning classes. I am so tired that I feel dizzy. I really need to catch up on my sleep this weekend. If I sleep well, my brain will function much better next week. I will close the curtains and turn off my alarm tonight. Don't even think about opening a textbook today. Just let your body rest and recover. Am I sacrificing too much sleep for the sake of good grades? Balance is key. I will enjoy a lazy Saturday morning in bed. Rest is a productive activity too. I deserve this peaceful time. Day 9. I have to pull an all-nighter. Tomorrow is the deadline for my final term paper. I only wrote 2 pages so far, so I have to pull an all-nighter. It is going to be tough, but I have no other choice. I will make a strong cup of coffee and sit at my desk. If I focus completely, I can finish the remaining 8 pages by morning. Keep typing and don't look at the clock. Stay awake and push through the fatigue. Why do I always leave things to the last minute? I really need to stop this bad habit next semester. But for now, I just need to survive this night. I can finish this paper. Day 10. I can't put it off anymore. I have been ignoring my laundry for a whole week. The pile of clothes is turning into a mountain. I can't put it off anymore because I have nothing clean to wear tomorrow. Doing chores is annoying, but a clean room makes a clear mind. If I do it now, I will feel so much better. Grab the laundry basket and go to the washing machine right now. Don't be lazy on a Sunday afternoon. Am I letting my personal space get too messy because of stress? Yes, I need to take better care of my environment. I will wash my clothes, clean my desk, and start the new week fresh. Let's move. Day 11. I'm feeling under the weather. I woke up this morning with a terrible sore throat. I'm feeling under the weather today because the temperature dropped so suddenly. If I go to class like this, I might make other people sick. I really hate missing lectures, but health must come first. Go to the kitchen and make some hot lemon tea right now. Don't push yourself too hard when you are sick. Am I ignoring my body's warning signs because I am too ambitious? Yes, I need to slow down. I will email my professor and stay in bed all day. I need to rest. Day 12. I have a crush on someone. There is a guy in my history class, and I can't stop looking at him. I have a crush on someone for the first time in college. He always smiles at me when we make eye contact, but I get too shy to speak. If I don't say anything, I will regret it later. Stop being a coward and just say hello to him. Don't let this opportunity slip away. Why am I always so afraid of rejection? Rejection is perfectly normal. I will walk up to him after class tomorrow and ask about the homework. I can do this. Day 13. I am out of shape. I took the stairs to the 4th floor today and I couldn't breathe. I am completely out of shape because I stopped exercising last semester. If I continue like this, I won't have the stamina to survive final exams. Sitting at a desk all day is ruining my posture. Sign up for the campus gym today and start moving. Put down that sweet donut right now. Am I treating my body with the respect it deserves? Definitely not. I need to change my lifestyle. I will start by walking for 30 minutes every evening. Let's get healthy again. Day 14. I am sick and tired of it. My roommate didn't wash her dishes again. I am sick and tired of it because I always have to clean up her mess. If I keep quiet, she will never change her bad habits. We need to set some ground rules for this apartment. Speak up and tell her how you feel tonight. Don't avoid uncomfortable conversations just to be nice. Am I being a pushover by always doing her chores? Yes, I need to stand up for myself. I will calmly explain why this bothers me. It is time to fix this stressful living situation once and for all. Day 15. I need to get my act together. I missed another assignment deadline today. I really need to get my act together because my grades are dropping fast. I spend too much time watching videos on my phone instead of studying. If I don't focus, I will ruin my GPA this semester. Delete those video apps from your phone right now. Open your planner and organize your schedule immediately. Why am I wasting my precious college years on meaningless distractions? I have big dreams and I need to work for them. I will go to the library and finish my history essay tonight. Focus. Day 16. I want to make the most of it. It is a beautiful spring day on campus today. I want to make the most of it because the weather is absolutely perfect. If I just stay in my room, I will feel depressed. College is not only about studying. Day 17. I am second-guessing myself. I submitted my application for the exchange student program yesterday. Now I am second-guessing myself because I am worried about my English skills. What if I can't make any friends there? If I let fear take over, I will never experience the world. Stop doubting your abilities and trust your hard work. Be confident in your own potential. Why do I always focus on my weaknesses instead of my strengths? I practiced so much for this. I will stop worrying and start preparing for the interview. I am perfectly qualified for this amazing opportunity. Day 18. I need to let off some steam. This week has been incredibly stressful. Between the part-time job and all my classes, I am completely exhausted. I need to let off some steam before my brain explodes. If I hold all this stress inside, I will eventually break down. Buy a ticket and go to a concert this weekend. Sing out loud and dance until your legs hurt. Am I taking enough time to do things that actually make me happy? I need a proper break. I will finish this math homework quickly and plan a fun night out with my best friends. I deserve some fun. Day 19. I am in a rut. Every day feels exactly the same lately. Wake up, go to class, study, and sleep. I am in a rut because my routine is so boring. If I don't try something new, I will lose all my motivation. I need to bring some excitement back into my daily life. Sign up for that beginner photography class today. Stop living like a robot on autopilot. Is this repetitive cycle helping me grow as a person? No, it is just making me lazy. I will take a different route to school tomorrow and buy a new type of coffee. Time for a change. Day 20. I have mixed feelings about it. I finally got offered a summer internship in another city. I have mixed feelings about it because it is a great chance, but I will miss my friends here. If I accept the offer, I have to find a new apartment all by myself. Make a pros and cons list right now to clear your head. Don't let uncertainty paralyze your decision. Am I just afraid of leaving my comfortable bubble? Growth always requires some level of discomfort. I will accept the internship because it is the best step for my career. I can make new friends there. Day 21. I am on cloud 9. I just checked the portal and I got an A+ in my hardest major class. I am on cloud 9 right now because I studied for weeks for that exam. All those late nights in the library finally paid off. If I keep up this effort, I might even get a scholarship next semester. Give yourself a pat on the back and celebrate. Buy that expensive cake you wanted. Am I finally realizing that hard work truly brings great results? Yes, I am so proud of myself today. I will call my parents and share the good news. I am unstoppable. Day 22. I need to take a rain check. My friends invited me to a movie night tonight. I really want to go, but I need to take a rain check. I have a huge group project meeting that I cannot miss. If I skip the meeting, my teammates will be very angry with me. Send a polite text to your friends right now and apologize. Don't make them wait for you. Am I managing my social life and academic duties properly? It is hard, but responsibility comes first. I will finish this project perfectly and hang out with them next weekend instead. Focus on the meeting. Day 23. I shouldn't cut corners. I am working on my final presentation slides. I feel lazy, so I thought about copying some information from the internet. But I shouldn't cut corners because the professor will definitely notice. If I cheat, I will lose all my academic integrity. Do the proper research and write it in your own words. Stop trying to find the easy way out. Am I sacrificing quality just because I want to go to sleep early? Yes, and that is a terrible mindset. I will stay up a little longer and finish this presentation the right way. I can do a great job. Day 24. I am back to square one. My computer crashed, and I lost the entire essay I was writing. I didn't save the file, so I am back to square one. I am so frustrated that I want to cry. But if I panic now, I won't be able to submit it by midnight. Take a deep breath and open a new blank document. Stop complaining about the past and start typing again. Why do I never remember to press the save button? I learned my lesson the hard way today. I will rewrite the essay, and it will be even better this time. Let's restart. Day 25. I need to trust my gut. I have to choose between two different topics for my graduation thesis. Everyone is telling me to pick the easier one, but I like the harder one. I need to trust my gut because it is my own project. If I choose a topic I hate, writing it will be pure torture. Follow your passion and choose the topic you actually care about. Don't let other people's opinions control your path. Am I relying too much on advice instead of my own intuition? Yes, I need to believe in myself more. I will choose the challenging topic and give it my best effort. Day 26. I am dragging my feet. I have to clean my messy dorm room today. I am dragging my feet because I hate organizing my closet. It looks like a bomb exploded in here. But if I don't clean it, I won't have any space to study for exams. Turn on some upbeat music and start folding those clothes right now. Stop putting off chores just because they are boring. Am I letting my living space reflect my chaotic mind? A clean room will give me a fresh start. I will set a timer for 1 hour and clean everything. Let's make this room shine. Day 27. I am in a tight spot. I accidentally promised to help 2 different friends at the exact same time tomorrow. I am in a tight spot because I can't be in 2 places at once. If I lie to one of them, I will feel terribly guilty. Be honest and explain the situation to one friend right now. Don't make up stupid excuses to save face. Why do I always say yes without checking my schedule first? I really need to learn how to manage my commitments. I will apologize sincerely and ask to reschedule. Honesty is always the best policy. Day 28. I need to look on the bright side. It is raining heavily, and my outdoor club event got canceled. I was so excited about it, but I need to look on the bright side. Because of the rain, I now have an entire free afternoon to myself. If I stay angry, I will just ruin my own weekend. Make a cup of hot chocolate and enjoy the sound of the rain. Stop sulking over things you cannot control. Am I letting a simple weather change ruin my mood? I can use this time to watch that movie I missed. Today can still be a wonderful and relaxing day indoors. Day 29. I should bite the bullet. I have a dentist appointment this afternoon to pull out my wisdom tooth. I am terrified of the pain. However, I should bite the bullet and just get it done. If I cancel the appointment, the tooth will only hurt more later. Put on your coat and walk to the clinic right now. Don't let fear make you a coward. Why am I acting like a child over a simple medical procedure? It will be over in 30 minutes, and then I will be free. I will face my fear and go to the dentist bravely. I can handle this. Day 30. I am feeling left out. My friends went to a cafe together and didn't invite me. I saw their pictures on social media, and I am feeling left out. It hurts to see them having fun without me. But if I get angry and confront them, it might just be a misunderstanding. Put the phone down and stop checking their updates. Don't let their actions dictate your happiness today. Am I depending too much on this group for my own self-worth? I need to be comfortable being alone. I will take myself on a solo date to the bookstore. I am perfectly fine by myself. Day 31. I need a change of scenery. I have been studying in the same corner of the library for a month. I can't concentrate anymore, and I need a change of scenery. If I stay in this dark room, my brain will simply stop working. I should pack my bag and go to a bright cafe off campus. Get out of this stuffy building and find a window seat. Stop forcing yourself to study in a place you hate. Is my environment holding back my productivity? Absolutely. A fresh cup of coffee and some sunlight will wake me up. I will finish this chapter at the new cafe. Day 32. I am on edge today. I have my final job interview in exactly 3 hours. I am on edge today because this is my dream company. My hands are shaking and I keep forgetting my answers. If I panic during the interview, I will definitely fail. Take 10 deep breaths and calm your racing heart right now. Stop pacing around the room like a nervous wreck. Am I going to let my anxiety destroy this golden opportunity? No, I am prepared for this. I will look in the mirror, smile confidently, and trust my practice. I am going to ace this interview. Day 33. I need to speak my mind. In our group project, one member is completely ignoring his duties. I have been doing all his work, but now I need to speak my mind. If I keep quiet, he will get a free ride on my hard work. That is incredibly unfair. Call him today and tell him to do his part. Don't be afraid of causing a little conflict. Why am I always sacrificing myself to avoid arguments? It is time to set firm boundaries. I will politely but strictly tell him to finish his research by tomorrow. I must protect my own rights. Day 34. I want to stand out. There is a huge marketing competition coming up next month. Everyone is submitting similar, safe ideas. But I want to stand out from the crowd. If I present a boring idea, the judges will forget me instantly. Brainstorm something crazy and unique right now. Don't be afraid to take a creative risk. Am I always playing it too safe just to avoid criticism? True innovation requires boldness. I will design a presentation that surprises everyone in the room. I have brilliant ideas, and I will show them to the world. Let's make an impact. Day 35. I am tied up right now. My mom called and asked me to visit home this weekend. I really miss my family, but I am tied up right now with midterm exams. If I go home, I will lose 2 whole days of studying time. Call her back and explain the situation clearly. Don't feel guilty about prioritizing your education right now. Am I trying to please everyone at the cost of my own success? I need to learn how to say no politely. I will study hard this weekend and visit them properly next month when exams are over. They will understand. Day 36. I need to get back on track. I totally ruined my diet this week by eating pizza for 3 days straight. I feel heavy and sluggish. I really need to get back on track starting today. If I keep eating junk food, I will lose all the progress I made last month. Throw away those leftover snacks right now. Go to the grocery store and buy some fresh vegetables. Why do I always sabotage my own health goals when I get stressed? I need better coping mechanisms. I will cook a healthy salad for dinner and go for a long run. I am taking control again. Day 37. I am completely in the zone. I started coding my final project 3 hours ago, and I am completely in the zone. I haven't even checked my phone once. If I keep this momentum going, I can finish the entire program tonight. Keep typing and don't break your concentration. Ignore the outside world for just a little longer. Am I finally discovering how powerful deep focus can be? Yes, this feeling of flow is amazing. I will finish this complex algorithm before I take a break. I am doing incredible work right now, and I won't stop until it is done perfectly. Day 38. I should hold my horses. I found a beautiful laptop online, and it is on a huge sale. I want to click the purchase button immediately. But I should hold my horses and think about this first. If I buy it impulsively, I won't be able to pay my rent this month. Close the browser window and step away from the computer. Don't let a simple discount ruin your monthly budget. Am I trying to buy things just for a quick dopamine hit? I need to be a mature adult with my finances. I will wait 3 days, and if I still need it, I will save up for it properly. Day 39. I am walking on eggshells. My roommate is in a terrible mood because she failed her test today. I am walking on eggshells around her because I don't want to make her angry. If I make any noise, she might yell at me. Put on your headphones and study quietly. Don't take her bad mood personally. Why am I letting her negative energy affect my peace of mind? Her grades are not my responsibility. I will just give her some space and focus on my own homework. I will go to the library if the atmosphere in the room gets too heavy. Stay calm. Day 40. I need to draw the line. My friend keeps asking to borrow my class notes because he skips lectures. I helped him twice, but now I need to draw the line. If I keep giving him my notes, he will never learn responsibility. Text him right now and say no. Stop enabling his lazy behavior. Am I afraid of losing a friend just because I set a boundary? A real friend would respect my hard work. I will tell him that I can study with him, but I won't just hand over my notes anymore. I must value my own effort. Day 41. I am breaking a bad habit. I have a terrible habit of biting my nails when I get nervous. Today, I am breaking a bad habit once and for all. If I continue doing this, my hands will look terrible for the job fair. Put on that bitter nail polish right now. Keep your hands away from your mouth. Why do I rely on this childish habit to handle my stress? I can find much healthier ways to calm down. I will squeeze a stress ball instead whenever I feel anxious. I am strong enough to change my own behavior. Day 42, I am keeping my fingers crossed. I submitted my resume for a part-time job at the campus cafe yesterday. I really need that job, so I am keeping my fingers crossed. If I get hired, I won't have to worry about my living expenses next month. Check your email again, but don't obsess over it. Stay positive and hope for the best. Am I doing everything I can to secure my financial independence? Yes, I prepared a great resume. I will trust the process and patiently wait for their reply. Good news is definitely coming my way very soon. Day 43. I can't wrap my head around it. I am studying physics right now, and this new theory is impossible to understand. I read the chapter 3 times, but I can't wrap my head around it. If I don't figure this out, I will fail the quiz on Friday. Close the textbook and watch a tutorial video instead. Stop staring at words that don't make sense. Why am I too stubborn to ask for help when I am stuck? I will message my smart classmate and ask him to explain it to me simply. There is no shame in asking questions. I will conquer this topic. Day 44. I want to turn over a new leaf. A new semester starts next week, and I am excited. Last semester, I was lazy and disorganized. But now, I want to turn over a new leaf and be a model student. If I plan my weeks ahead of time, I will feel much less stressed. Buy a fresh notebook and write down your goals right now. Leave all your bad habits in the past. Am I truly ready to step up and take responsibility for my education? Absolutely. I will sit in the front row and actively participate in every single class. This is my time to shine. Day 45. I need to pick up the pace. I only have 2 hours left before the assignment portal closes. I have written half of the report, but I need to pick up the pace. If I work too slowly, I will miss the deadline entirely. Type faster and stop checking spelling errors for now. Just get your thoughts onto the screen. Why did I underestimate the time required for this project? I must learn to manage my deadlines better. I will drink some water, focus deeply, and finish the remaining paragraphs quickly. I can complete this on time. Day 46. I am losing my mind. My neighbor has been playing loud music for 3 hours straight. I am losing my mind because I can't concentrate on my reading at all. If I don't do something, I will go crazy. Go knock on their door and politely ask them to turn it down. Don't just sit here suffering in silence. Am I too afraid of confrontation to protect my own peace? I have the right to a quiet environment in my own dorm. I will go right now and handle this situation like an adult. I need my quiet time back. Day 47. I want to step up my game. I have been studying basic Spanish for a year, but my speaking skills are still poor. I want to step up my game and become fluent. If I only use grammar books, I will never hold a real conversation. Join a language exchange meetup this weekend. Start speaking with native speakers, even if you make mistakes. Am I holding myself back because I want to be perfect? Perfection is the enemy of progress. I will embrace my mistakes and practice speaking loudly. I am going to master this language. Day 48. I am going nuts. I lost my student ID card, and I have searched everywhere for it. I am going nuts looking for it because I need it to enter the library. If I don't find it soon, I have to pay a big fee for a replacement. Stop throwing things around and search systematically. Retrace your steps from this morning calmly. Why do I always misplace important items when I am in a hurry? I really need to dedicate a specific pocket in my bag for my ID. I will check my jacket one more time. Calm down and look carefully. Day 49. I have to face the music. I forgot to submit a small group assignment yesterday, and my team got a penalty. I am terrified, but I have to face the music and confess. If I hide and say nothing, they will eventually find out and hate me. Text the group chat right now and apologize sincerely. Take full responsibility for your careless mistake. Am I going to let one foolish error ruin my reputation as a team player? No, I will own up to it. I will offer to do extra work for the next phase to make up for it. Be honest and brave. Day 50. I made up my mind. I have been debating whether to double major in psychology or not. It took a lot of thought, but I finally made up my mind. I am going to do it. If I don't challenge myself now, I will always wonder, what if? Open the university portal and submit the application form right now. Stop second-guessing your decision. Am I ready to handle the heavy workload that comes with this choice? Yes, I am passionate enough to survive the hard work. I am taking a big step toward my dream career. Let's start this new journey. Day 51. I'm a morning person. Even though my roommate is still fast asleep, I'm already up and ready to go. I'm a morning person, and I wouldn't trade this quiet time for anything. I can comfortably order my coffee through the mobile app before the campus cafe gets crowded. Today, I need to brush up on my presentation skills before the 9 a.m. lecture. Stop hitting the snooze button and take charge of the day. Am I making the most out of these extra morning hours, or just going through the motions? I need to be intentional. Let's review those lecture notes right now and start the day right. Day 52. I'm a night owl. It's already 2 a.m., but my brain has just started working perfectly. I'm a night owl, and I always hit my flow state when everyone else is sleeping. I've been coding my new web application project for hours, and I finally figured out how to fix that annoying bug. No matter how tired I get during the day, this midnight focus is worth it. Keep typing and don't lose this momentum. Why do I always feel more creative when the sun goes down? It's just who I am. I will finish setting up the server and then finally get some sleep. Day 53. I'm a people person. I signed up for 3 different campus clubs this semester. I'm a people person, so I thrive on meeting new friends and organizing group events. Hanging out with diverse people gives me so much energy, even when my schedule is packed. However, I need to make sure I don't fall behind on my actual coursework. Reach out to the new exchange students today and make them feel welcome. Am I spreading myself too thin just to please everyone around me? I need to set healthy boundaries. I will go to the networking event tonight, but I'll leave by 10 p.m. to study. Day 54. I'm a go-getter. When I set a goal, I stop at nothing to achieve it. I'm a go-getter, and I refuse to settle for average grades this semester. I've already started preparing for the upcoming marketing competition, even though it's weeks away. Hard work always pays off in the long run. Stop waiting for opportunities to come to you and go grab them. Am I pushing myself too hard without taking time to celebrate small wins? I should acknowledge my own efforts more often. I will finish this proposal by tonight and then proudly submit it. Let's make things happen. Day 55. I'm a foodie. I can put up with a lot of stress as long as I have good food to look forward to. I'm a foodie, and exploring new restaurants near campus is my favorite hobby. I'm already saving up money to travel to Hokkaido next winter just for their famous seafood buffets. Treat yourself to that new pasta place after the midterm. Am I spending way too much of my allowance on eating out lately? Probably, but it brings me genuine joy. I will cook at home on weekdays and reward myself with a fantastic meal this weekend. Life is too short for bad meals. Day 56. I'm a homebody. Everyone is going to the music festival today, but I decided to stay in my dorm. I'm a homebody, and there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. My room is my sanctuary where I can recharge my social battery in peace. I can binge-watch movies without dealing with huge crowds. Put on your comfortable sweatpants and just relax. Why do I sometimes feel guilty for choosing rest over socializing? I don't need to justify my downtime to anyone. I will make a cup of hot chocolate, grab a blanket, and enjoy my perfect solo evening. Day 57. I'm a neat freak. I just spent 2 hours deep cleaning my entire apartment. I'm a neat freak, and I simply cannot focus on studying if my desk is cluttered. Dusting the shelves and doing the laundry gives me a weird sense of control over my busy college life. Keep your environment organized, and your mind will follow. Am I obsessing over cleaning just to procrastinate on writing my essay? I have to admit, it's a great excuse to avoid homework. Now that my room is spotless, I have no more excuses. I will sit down and start writing the introduction right now. Day 58. I'm a dog lover. I volunteered at the local animal shelter again this morning. I'm a dog lover, and spending time with those rescue puppies completely melts my stress away. Whenever I feel overwhelmed by exams, petting a dog brings me instantly back to earth. Look into adopting one after you graduate and get a stable job. Is it fair to bring a pet into my life when my current schedule is so chaotic? Definitely not right now. Day 59. I'm good with money. I checked my monthly budget spreadsheet and everything is perfectly balanced. I'm good with money, and I take pride in never overspending on useless things. Even though my friends always buy the latest gadgets, I prefer to save up for meaningful experiences, like my upcoming trip to Fukuoka. Stick to the budget and don't let impulse buys ruin your savings. Am I being too stingy with myself when I actually need to buy essentials? Being frugal is great, but I shouldn't deprive myself. I will finally buy that new winter jacket I desperately need without feeling guilty. Day 60. I'm an open book. I accidentally told my entire study group about my embarrassing mistake yesterday. I'm an open book, and I find it incredibly hard to hide my true feelings or keep secrets. While honesty is a great trait, sometimes I share way too much personal information. Think twice before you speak, especially in a professional setting. Why do I feel the need to fill awkward silences by oversharing my life story? I need to learn to be comfortable with a little mystery. I will practice active listening today instead of talking about myself all the time. Day 61. I'm feeling under the weather. I woke up freezing despite wearing my thickest clothes. I'm feeling under the weather today, and my throat is completely scratchy. Even though I really wanted to attend that special guest lecture, I need to listen to my body. Pushing through the pain will only make it worse and put others at risk. Email your professor right now and ask for the class recording. Am I getting sick because I've been running on empty for the past 2 weeks? Yes, I definitely ignored my limits. I will take some medicine, drink plenty of water, and sleep this off. Day 62. I had a blast. I just got back from my weekend trip to Yamaguchi, and it was unforgettable. I had a blast exploring the traditional streets and soaking in the hot springs. It was exactly the kind of break I needed to clear my mind from academic pressure. Don't forget to back up all those amazing photos to the cloud. Why do I hesitate to travel more often when it brings me so much clarity? It's always worth the investment in myself. I will cherish these memories and let this positive energy carry me through the rest of the semester. Day 63. I'm pumped. I finally received the acceptance email for the Overseas Exchange Program. I'm pumped. All those months of filling out applications and practicing my English have paid off. This is going to be the biggest adventure of my college life. Start looking into flight tickets and visa requirements immediately. Am I fully prepared to step completely out of my comfort zone in a new country? It's terrifying, but I am more excited than scared. I will start brushing up on my conversation skills every single day. I am going to make the most of this incredible opportunity. Day 64. I'm swamped. This week is an absolute nightmare. I have 2 midterms, a presentation, and a coding project due by Friday. I'm swamped, and I honestly don't know how I'm going to pull this off. I need to figure out a way to prioritize my tasks before I completely break down. Break everything into small chunks and tackle them one by one. Am I taking on too many extracurriculars at the expense of my major classes? I definitely need to scale back next semester. For now, I will log off social media entirely and focus on deploying this web project. Day 65. What a relief. The professor just announced that our final term paper deadline has been extended by a week. What a relief. I was so stressed out about finishing it tonight that I couldn't even eat properly. Now I actually have time to proofread it and make my arguments stronger. Use this extra time wisely and don't just put it off again. Will I fall back into the trap of procrastination just because I have a buffer? I refuse to let that happen. I will dedicate 2 hours to it tomorrow and finish it ahead of time. I can finally breathe. Day 66. That's a bummer. I tried to sign up for the popular psychology elective, but the quota was already full in 10 seconds. That's a bummer. I've been waiting 2 semesters to take that specific class. Now I have to look for a backup course that fits my schedule, which is incredibly frustrating. Stop complaining and quickly check the alternative course list. Why do I let minor setbacks ruin my entire mood for the day? It's not the end of the world. Day 67. I was taken aback. I got my peer evaluation feedback today, and someone wrote that I was too bossy during the project. I was taken aback. I honestly thought I was just showing leadership and keeping us on track. It hurts to read, but maybe there is some truth to it. Reflect on how you communicate with your teammates. Am I dominating conversations instead of actually listening to other people's ideas? I need to be more self-aware. I will take this criticism constructively and try to be a more supportive and open-minded team member from now on. Growth is painful but necessary. Day 68. It's stressing me out. I've been trying to configure the backend server for my app, but it keeps crashing. It's stressing me out so much that my shoulders are stiff. No matter what I try, the same error message keeps popping up on the screen. Step away from the monitor and take a walk before you throw the laptop. Am I too stubborn to ask for help when I'm clearly stuck? Yes, trying to solve everything alone is foolish. I will post the error log on a developer forum and ask my professor for guidance tomorrow. There is always a solution. Day 69. I'm struggling with it. I decided to take an advanced statistics class to challenge myself, but it's way over my head. I'm struggling with it more than I ever expected. Even though I review the textbook every night, the formulas just don't make sense to me. Don't give up just because it's hard. Day 70. I can't stand it anymore. My neighbor has been practicing the electric guitar at midnight for 3 days straight. I can't stand it anymore. I have put up with the noise, hoping he would stop, but I am losing sleep. If I don't say something, I will fail my morning exam tomorrow. Go knock on his door and ask him politely but firmly to stop. Why do I always avoid confrontation even when my boundaries are clearly being crossed? I have the right to a quiet environment. I will confront him right now and resolve this issue like an adult. Day 71. It's driving me crazy. I lost my USB drive with all my important presentation files on it. It's driving me crazy because I searched my entire backpack 3 times and it's nowhere to be found. If I didn't back it up to the cloud, I would be in serious trouble right now. Stop panicking and retrace your steps from the library calmly. How many times do I have to lose things before I get organized? This is a huge wake-up call. I will immediately transition to using cloud storage for everything and stop relying on physical drives. Let's find a workaround for today. Day 72, I need to step up my game. Everyone in my study group is speaking English so fluently, and I feel left behind. I need to step up my game if I want to keep up with them. Just watching movies with subtitles isn't enough anymore. Day 73, I shouldn't jump to conclusions. My best friend hasn't replied to my messages all day, and I started thinking she was mad at me. But I shouldn't jump to conclusions without knowing the facts. She might just be incredibly busy with her part-time job or feeling unwell. Stop overthinking and let her respond when she is ready. Why do I always assume the worst-case scenario in my relationships? It only creates unnecessary anxiety. I will put my phone on silent, focus on my own reading assignment, and trust our friendship. Everything is perfectly fine. Day 74. I've been putting it off. My resume looks completely empty, and the internship application deadline is approaching. I've been putting it off because I feel like I don't have any impressive skills to write down. But ignoring the problem won't make it disappear. Open a blank document right now and just start listing your campus activities. Am I sabotaging my own future because of imposter syndrome? I have valuable experiences, even if they seem small to me. I will draft the first version today and ask the Career Center for feedback tomorrow. Let's get this done. Day 75. I have mixed feelings about it. I was offered a summer job that pays really well, but it's in a boring industry. I have mixed feelings about it. On one hand, I need the money to upgrade my laptop. Day 76. I'm in a bit of a slump. Lately, I have zero motivation to attend lectures or even hang out with friends. I'm in a bit of a slump, and every day feels like a repetitive chore. I need to break this monotonous cycle before it turns into real burnout. Force yourself to try one completely new activity this week, even if it feels exhausting. Am I lacking a clear purpose, or am I just physically exhausted? It's probably a mix of both. I will buy a fresh coffee, go for a long walk around the city, and reset my mindset. I can bounce back. Day 77. I want to turn over a new leaf. The new semester starts on Monday, and I want to leave my lazy habits behind. I want to turn over a new leaf and become a highly organized student. No more cramming the night before an exam or skipping morning classes. Set up a strict daily schedule right now and stick to it religiously. Am I just making empty promises to myself like I did last year? This time has to be different. I will use a digital planner to track all my assignments and hold myself accountable. I am ready for a fresh start. Day 78. am losing track of time. I started watching short videos on my phone just to take a quick break, and now 2 hours have passed. I'm losing track of time, and my Japanese language test is tomorrow morning. If I keep getting distracted, I'm going to fail miserably. Delete those addictive apps right now and put your phone in another room. Why is my attention span so incredibly short these days? I've trained my brain to crave instant gratification. I will sit at my desk, open my textbooks, and focus deeply for the next 3 hours. Time to lock in. Day 79. I'm walking on eggshells. The tension in our group project is terrible because 2 members keep arguing over everything. I'm walking on eggshells during every meeting, trying not to set them off. We are never going to finish this presentation if we can't communicate properly. Step up as a mediator and force them to find a compromise today. Am I too afraid of ruining the atmosphere to speak the hard truth? Sometimes conflict is necessary for progress. I will call a quick meeting and politely demand that we focus on the work, not personal feelings. Day 80. I need to wrap my head around it. The professor introduced a complex economic theory today that completely confused me. I need to wrap my head around it before the quiz, but reading the dense textbook isn't helping at all. I shouldn't just memorize it. Day 81. I shouldn't cut corners. I was tempted to copy a few paragraphs from an article for my sociology essay to save time. But I shouldn't cut corners, especially when it comes to academic integrity. Even if I get away with it, I won't actually learn anything from the assignment. Do the proper research and write it entirely in your own words. Am I prioritizing a quick grade over my own intellectual growth? That's a dangerous mindset. I will take a deep breath, read the source material properly, and synthesize the information honestly. Quality takes time and effort. Day 82. I'm running out of steam. I've been studying in the library for 6 hours straight, and my brain is completely fried. I'm running out of steam, and the words on the page are starting to blur together. Pushing myself any further right now is just completely counterproductive. Pack your bags, go outside, and breathe some fresh winter air. Am I equating suffering with actual productivity? Sitting here exhausted doesn't mean I'm learning. I will put on my warm bench-down jacket, take a brisk walk across campus, and give myself a proper break. Rest is part of the process. Day 83. I'm back to square one. I spent all night formatting my data spreadsheet, and the computer crashed without saving. I'm back to square one, and the sheer frustration makes me want to scream. I have to rebuild the entire database from scratch before the afternoon seminar. Stop crying over lost files and just start typing again. Why do I never remember to hit the save button constantly? I learned this lesson the absolute hardest way today. I will set up autosave immediately and get this work done twice as fast. Let's rebuild. Day 84. I need to trust my gut. Everyone is telling me to major in business for job security, but my heart leans towards literature. I need to trust my gut because it's my life and my future. If I choose a path I hate, I will resent it for the rest of my career. Stop letting external pressure dictate your personal decisions. Am I brave enough to choose passion over guaranteed stability? Only I know what truly fulfills me. I will submit the major declaration form for literature today and prove that I can succeed on my own terms. Day 85. I have a lot on my plate. Between my part-time job, full course load, and club activities, I am completely overwhelmed. I have a lot on my plate, and I constantly feel like I'm dropping the ball somewhere. I need to get organized before everything spirals out of control. Write down every single commitment and ruthlessly cut out the unnecessary ones. Am I saying yes to every opportunity just because of FOMO? I cannot do everything perfectly. I will step down from the club committee and focus strictly on my grades and my job. Balance is key. Day 86. I need to let off some steam. Midterm exams are finally over, and the pent-up stress in my body is unbearable. I need to let off some steam before I snap at someone for no reason. Sitting in my room playing games won't cut it tonight. Day 87. I'm on the fence about it. My friends invited me to move into an off-campus apartment with them next year. I'm on the fence about it because living with friends can either be amazing or destroy the friendship. The dorms are small, but at least I have my own quiet space. Make a rational list of pros and cons before signing any lease. Am I just tempted by the idea of freedom without considering the chore division? Real life isn't a sitcom. I will have a serious conversation with them about boundaries and cleaning schedules before making my decision. Day 88. I shouldn't take it to heart. The professor completely tore apart my essay during the seminar in front of everyone. I feel humiliated, but I shouldn't take it to heart. His harsh critique was directed at my writing structure, not at me as a person. Stop feeling sorry for yourself and look at the feedback objectively. Why is my self-esteem so fragile that one bad review crushes me? I need to separate my identity from my academic output. I will review his comments, rewrite the weak paragraphs, and prove that I can improve. I will bounce back stronger. Day 89. I'm trying to make ends meet. Rent is due next week, and my bank account balance is looking dangerously low. I'm trying to make ends meet, but inflation is making groceries incredibly expensive these days. I might have to pick up an extra shift at the cafe to cover my bills. Stop eating out and start meal prepping with cheap ingredients immediately. Am I managing my limited income effectively, or just ignoring the financial reality? I have to be brutally honest with my spending. I will cancel unnecessary subscriptions and stick to a strict budget until payday. I can survive this. Day 90. I need to draw the line. My roommate keeps borrowing my clothes without asking and often returns them stained. I need to draw the line right here and now. I try to be understanding, but this blatant lack of respect is driving me insane. Send her a text to sit down and talk tonight. Why am I so terrified of being called mean when I am just protecting my property. True friends respect boundaries. I will clearly state that my closet is completely off limits from now on. I must advocate for myself. Day 91. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I just submitted the final round application for the Global Mentorship Program. I'm keeping my fingers crossed because being selected would be a massive boost for my career. I poured my heart into the personal statement, and now it's out of my hands. Stop refreshing your email every 5 minutes and go do something productive. Did I truly put my best effort into this, or could I have done more? I did everything in my power, and the rest is up to fate. I will stay positive and trust the process. Good news is coming. Day 92. I want to stand out. For our final project, most teams are doing standard PowerPoint presentations. But I want to stand out and leave a lasting impression on the professor. I will build an interactive prototype instead of just showing boring slides. Take a creative risk, even if it requires extra hours of coding. Am I playing it too safe in college just to guarantee a passing grade? Innovation demands bravery. I will pitch this bold idea to my team tomorrow and convince them to go the extra mile. Let's create something extraordinary. Day 93. I'm in a tight spot. I accidentally scheduled an important job interview at the exact same time as my mandatory major exam. I'm in a tight spot, and I cannot afford to miss either of them. If I don't handle this professionally, I will ruin both opportunities. Email the recruiter immediately and politely ask to reschedule the interview time. Why do I keep failing to double-check my calendar before making commitments? This carelessness has to stop. I will explain my academic conflict honestly and hope they are understanding. Always verify the schedule. Day 94. I need to bite the bullet. I have been terrified of taking the advanced public speaking course, so I keep dropping it. But I need to bite the bullet and finally conquer this fear. Being able to present confidently is a non-negotiable skill in the real world. Click the register button and don't look back. Am I going to let my anxiety dictate what classes I take? Avoidance only makes the fear grow stronger. I will face my stage fright head-on this semester. It will be incredibly uncomfortable, but I will emerge a better speaker. Day 95. I'm running out of time. The deadline for the scholarship application is exactly at midnight, and I still need a recommendation letter. I'm running out of time, and I am panicking. I should have asked the professor weeks ago instead of waiting until the last minute. Draft a highly polite and urgent email to him right now. Am I self-sabotaging my own success by constantly procrastinating? Yes, this is a terrible habit that costs me opportunities. I will finish all the other paperwork immediately and pray that he checks his email today. Move fast. Day 96. I want to broaden my horizons. I realized that all my electives are exactly within my comfort zone of liberal arts. I want to broaden my horizons and challenge the way I think about the world. Taking a beginner's coding class or an astronomy lecture would give me a completely fresh perspective. Step out of your bubble and explore different disciplines. Is my current worldview too narrow because I only hang out with people who think like me? Intellectual growth requires diversity. I will audit a science lecture next week just to see what it's like. Never stop exploring. Day 97. I'm out of my element. I joined a competitive debate club today, and everyone else is so aggressive and articulate. I'm out of my element, and I felt completely frozen during the mock debate. I am used to writing quietly, not arguing loudly in front of a crowd. Don't quit after just one day. Day 98. I shouldn't jump the gun. I saw a notification from the university grading portal and immediately assumed I failed the midterm. But I shouldn't jump the gun and ruin my own weekend with baseless anxiety. The grades aren't even officially released yet. Day 99. I have to face the music. I completely forgot to contribute my part to the group project, and the final submission is today. I am terrified, but I have to face the music and admit my failure to the team. Lying or making up excuses will only destroy my reputation and their trust. Message the group chat right now, apologize sincerely, and ask how to fix it. Am I mature enough to take full accountability for my negligent actions? Yes, owning my mistakes is the only way forward. I will pull an all-nighter to finish my part if they let me. Be brave. Day 100. I made up my mind. I've spent months agonizing over whether to apply for the startup internship or the corporate job. It was agonizing, but I made up my mind. I am going with the startup because I want to learn how to build things from scratch. Stop second-guessing and start tailoring your resume for the startup role. Am I fully prepared for the chaotic environment and long hours of startup life? I am young, energetic, and hungry for hands-on experience. This is the right path for me. I am fully committing to this choice. Let's go.